In this episode, I will help you speak English using eByte's simple sentences. These sentences are easy, useful, and real. I will speak slowly. I will use simple words. I will repeat ideas. I want you to listen, pause, and speak with me. You don't need to be fast. You don't need to be perfect. You just need to try. Today is about practice, real practice. We will speak real English. Not grammar rules, not big words, not tests, just simple, clear sentences. Sentences you can use every day. Sentences to help you feel more confident when you speak. This is your speaking time. You can sit, stand, walk, or lie down. You can speak out loud, or you can speak in your head. But please speak. That is the most important part. So let's begin with something very simple. Just repeat after me. Hello? How are you? I am fine, thank you. What is your name? My name is Ariel. Nice to meet you. Where are you from? I am from Pakistan. I live in a small city. It is a quiet place. I like my city. Do you like your city? Yes, I do. Or no, I don't. Now, let's try a few more. I wake up at tea. I brush my teeth. I wash my face. I take a shower. I get dressed. I eat breakfast. I drink tea. I go to work. I go to school. I study English. I read a book. I write in my notebook. I listen to English. I speak slowly. I make mistakes. But it's okay. I keep going. I try again. I don't stop. I feel good. I feel strong. I believe in myself. Do you see? These are short sentences. Easy words, but they are powerful. These sentences help you build your English muscle. The more you use them, the stronger your English becomes. So, let's keep going. Let's learn more sentences. I work in an office. I work on my computer. I write emails. I talk to my coworkers. I take a break. I eat lunch. I drink water. I feel tired. I feel busy. Ache, I feel happy. Then, I go home. I take a rest. I sit on the sofa. I watch TV. I listen to music. I check my phone. I send a message. I call my friend. I make dinner. I eat with my family. I talk to my mother. I talk to my brother. I help clean the kitchen. I wash the dishes. I brush my teeth again. I get ready for bed. I feel sleepy. I close my eyes. I sleep at Jew. This is my day. This is my life. These are my e-bet sentences. Of course, we are not finished yet, but you can already see how many things you can say in simple English, and you can say them right now. Just repeat them with me. You don't need to wait. You don't need to study more grammar first. Just listen, repeat, and speak. This is the way, the natural way, the easy way, the fun way. And remember, you don't need to be perfect. You only need to speak. One sentence today. One more sentence tomorrow, and step by step, you will become stronger, faster, and more confident in English. Let's try some question sentences now. Where do you live? What do you do? What time do you wake up? What do you eat for breakfast? What time do you go to work? What do you do at work? Who do you talk to? What do you do after work? What time do you eat dinner? What do you watch on TV? What time do you go to sleep? These are all questions you can answer with simple words. And when you answer, you build your English. Let me show you. Question: what do you do? Answer: I am a student, or I am a teacher, or I am a driver, or I work in a shop. See? Very easy. Question: What do you eat for breakfast? Answer, I eat bread and eggs. I drink tea. Or I eat fruit. I like apples. Simple, short, clear. You don't need long answers. You just need real answers. Let's do more. Question. What time do you go to sleep? What time do you go to sleep? Answer, I go to sleep at Jew. Something sometimes Jew. All good answers. You can say what is true for you. That is how you make English yours. Now let's practice full sentences about your day. I wake up at Lou. I open the window. Yeah. I look outside. I see the sky. I take a deep breath. I feel calm. I feel ready. I walk to the bathroom. I brush my teeth. I wash my face. I feel fresh. I go to the kitchen. I make tea. I drink slowly. I sit in silence. I think about my day. I plan my work. I write a list. I get ready. I put on my clothes. I take my bag. I leave the house. I walk to the bus stop. I wait for the bus. I listen to English. I smile. I feel good. I arrive at work. I greet my coworkers. I sit at my desk. I turn on my computer. I start my work. I check my email. I reply to messages. I take a short break. I stretch my arms. I drink some water. I return to work. I finish my tasks. I feel proud. I go home. I walk slowly. I look at the sky again. I feel thankful. I make dinner. I eat with my family. We talk. We laugh. We enjoy the food. After dinner, I clean the table. I wash the dishes. I go to my room. I sit down. I open my English book. I read a few pages. I learn new words. I say them out loud. I smile again. I feel better. I close the book. I brush my teeth. I lie down. I close my eyes. I say thank you. I go to sleep. That is my full day. And that is over eBite Simple Sentences. Can you do it too? Yes, you can. You don't need to be fast. You don't need to use big words. You just need to begin. One word, one sentence, one voice, your voice. The more you speak, the more natural it feels. And soon English will feel like your language, not a test, not a fear, but a part of you. So let's keep going together. I will help you. I will walk with you, one step at a time. Now let's add more useful sentences. Let's talk about people. I have a friend. His name is Ali. He is kind. He helps me. We talk in English. We learn together. Sometimes we go for a walk. Sometimes we sit and drink tea. We talk about our day. We talk about English. I say one sentence. He says one sentence. We laugh. We make mistakes, but we don't stop. Speaking with a friend is helpful. You can learn faster, you feel stronger, you feel happy. Even short talks help. You can say, "Hello, how are you?" "I'm fine. And you?" "I'm good too." "That's nice. What are you doing?" "I'm reading." "What are you reading?" "I'm reading a story." "Do you like it?" "Yes, I do. It's interesting." "What will you do later?" "I will go outside. I will buy bread. I will cook dinner." Simple conversation. Real talk. Now let's talk about feelings. I feel happy. I feel sad. I feel tired. I feel busy. I feel relaxed. I feel nervous. I feel excited. I feel calm. These are important words. You can use them in many ways. For example, I feel happy today. I feel tired in the morning. I feel calm after a walk. You can ask others too. How do you feel today? Do you feel okay? Are you tired? Are you excited? These are good questions. You can use them with friends, with family, with teachers. Let's talk about the weather. It's sunny, it's cloudy, it's raining, it's cold, it's hot, it's windy, it's nice today. The sun is shining, the sky is blue. I like the weather. I don't like the cold. I like the rain. I like to walk in the rain. I take an umbrella. I wear a jacket. I stay dry. I drink hot tea. I look at the sky. I listen to the rain. The weather changes, just like us. Some days are bright, some days are slow, but we keep going. Now let's talk about time. What time is it? It is 1 o'clock. It is 2 o'clock. It is noon. It is evening. I wake up at 8 o'clock. I start work at 2 o'clock. I take lunch at 1 o'clock. Go home at 5 o'clock. I sleep at 10 o'clock. These time sentences help you plan your day. They help you speak about your routine. Let's say your full day again with time. I brush my teeth at 6 o'clock. 7 o'clock. I eat breakfast at 6 o'clock. 7 o'clock. I leave home at 3 o'clock. I start work at 4 o'clock. I work until 10 o'clock. I eat lunch at rest at AR. I finish work at woo. I go home at woo sun sure. I eat dinner at chi. I relax at ba. I read at ju. I sleep at jir. That's a full routine. You can try this with your own day. Just change the time. Say what is true for you. This is how you learn. Let's talk about things you like. I like apples. I like books. I like music. I like walking. I like English. You can say, I like to read. I like to cook. I like to listen to music. I like to watch movies. I like to learn. What do you like? Try to answer. Say, I like to learn English. I like to speak slowly. I like to understand. I like to grow. These are strong sentences. They help your mind. They help your heart. They help your English. Now, let's talk about food. I eat rice. I eat bread. I eat fruit. I drink tea. I drink water. I cook at home. I like to eat with my family. I like hot food. I like sweet food. I like spicy food. I eat 3 times a day: morning, afternoon, and evening. I eat eggs in the morning. I eat rice and chicken in the afternoon. I eat soup at night. Sometimes I eat snacks. I like biscuits. I like bananas. I like peanuts. These food words are good to know. You can talk about your meals. You can talk with others about food. It is a good way to practice. Now let's talk about places. I go to the market. I go to the park. I go to the shop. I go to the doctor. I go to the mosque. I go to school. I go to work. I go home. These are places we know. You can say, I go to the market on Sunday. I walk in the park every morning. I go to school at BA. I go home at Woo. I like to visit new places. I like to see new things. Let's talk about family. I have a mother. I have a father. I have a brother. I live with my family. We eat together. We talk together. We help each other. My mother cooks. My father works. My brother studies. My sister plays. I help my mother. I talk to my father. I play with my sister. I love my family. I feel happy with them. You can talk about your family like this. Use short words. Use easy sentences. It will help your English and help your heart too. Now let's talk about habits. I drink water every day. I walk in the morning. I read at night. I study English for Zoo minutes. I say thank you every day. I try to sleep early. I try to eat healthy food. I try to stay calm. These habits help me. You can make your own. You can say, I study English each day. I write one sentence. I speak one sentence. I repeat after Ariel. I shadow her voice. I close my eyes. I speak from my heart. I don't think in my language, I think in English. That is a good have a small habit, but a strong one. Let's talk about goals. I want to speak English. I want to understand movies. I want to talk to new people. I want to learn new words. I want to feel strong. These are my goals. What are your goals? You can say, I want to speak English slowly and clearly. I want to feel proud. I want to talk to my teacher. I want to make a new friend. These are good goals. You don't need big goals. Small goals are okay. One goal at a time. Step by step. That is enough. Let's stop here for now. You have learned many sentences already. You have spoken many words. You have practiced real English. And you are doing well. Just remember, you don't need to be fast. You don't need to be perfect. You just need to keep going. One sentence, then another, and then more. That is how you grow. Let's now talk about simple actions we do every day. I open the door. I close the window. I turn on the light. I turn off the fan. I sit on the chair. I stand up. I walk to the kitchen. I drink a glass of water. I clean the table. I sweep the floor. I wash my hands. I dry my hands. I wear my shoes. I take off my shoes. I comb my hair. I check the mirror. I open my bag. I take out my book. I write with a pen. I draw a picture. I turn the page. I look at the clock. I wait for the bus. I listen to the sound. I hear a bird. I smile. I feel peaceful. These are small actions, but you can speak them in English. Try to do it every day. When you do something, say it. Say it in your mind or say it out loud. I wash my hands. I sit on the sofa. I pick up my phone. I plug in the charger. I check the battery. These are easy to say and useful. Now let's talk about talking. I speak slowly. I speak clearly. I ask a question. I give an answer. I listen carefully. I wait before I speak. I say hello. I say goodbye. I say thank you. I say sorry. I say please. I ask for help. I give help. I tell a story. I ask someone's name. I remember their name. I say nice to meet you. I speak with respect. I don't shout. I try to understand. I ask again if I don't hear. I say, can you repeat that, please? I say, I don't understand. I say, that's okay. I say, no problem. These are good speaking habits, and you can use them anywhere. In a shop, in a school, in a bus, at home, with a friend, with a teacher, with a stranger. These words help you connect. Let's try a little talk now. Hello, how are you? I'm fine, thank you. And you? I'm good too. What's your name? My name is Sarah. Nice to meet you, Sarah. Nice to meet you too. Where are you from? I'm from Lahore. Oh, that's a nice city. Thank you. Do you study English? Yes, I do. Every day. That's great. Keep going. You too. Bye. Bye. This is a small conversation, but very helpful. You can say this again and again. Practice alone or with someone. Now, let's talk about learning. I learn something new. I repeat the same sentence. I listen to slow English. I write down words. I check the meaning. I use the word in a sentence. I say it 3 times. I close my eyes and repeat. I speak to myself. I speak to my mirror. I record my voice. I listen to my voice. I smile. I feel better. I enjoy the learning. I try again tomorrow. I don't stop even when it's hard. I say I can do this. I say I will try. I say one sentence is enough. Learning English is like planting a seed. First, you water it. Then it grows slowly. But it grows. Every word you speak is water. Every sentence is light. Every try is strong. So, keep learning. Let's talk about dreams. I want to travel. I want to visit other countries. I want to speak with people. I want to understand them. I want to watch movies without subtitles. I want to read books. I want to help someone. I want to teach English one day. These are dreams and they are good. Your dreams matter. You can reach them. But first, start small. Say a sentence. Repeat it. Make it yours. Speak it. Say it again tomorrow. That is how dreams begin. Let's now talk about asking for help. You can say, "Can you help me? I don't understand. Can you say that again? What does that mean? How do you say this in English? Can you speak slowly? I'm learning English." Please be patient. These are powerful sentences. They open doors. They make people kind. They help you learn. Let's talk about things in your room. There is a bed. There is a chair. There is a table. There is a fan. There is a lamp. There is a mirror. There is a window. There are books. There are clothes. There are shoes. You can say I sit on the bed. I look at the mirror. I open the window. I close the door. I clean the floor. I fold my clothes. I put my shoes near the door. I read a book. I write in my notebook. I rest for a while. I feel calm. These are easy daily actions and you can say them all in English. Just one by one. Don't rush. Let's talk about directions. Go straight, turn left, turn right, stop here, go back. It's near, it's far, it's on the right, it's on the left, it's next to the bank, it's behind the shop, it's in front of the school, it's between the hospital and the park. These are helpful when you travel or when someone asks you something. You can also say, "Excuse me, where is the station? How can I go to the market? Is it far? Thank you very much. You're welcome." Now, let's talk about feelings again. I feel cold, I feel hot, I feel sick, I feel better, I feel hungry, I feel full, I feel strong, I feel weak, I feel scared, I feel brave, I feel shy, I feel open. All these feelings are part of life, and you can speak them in English. Don't hide them. Use them. Let your English speak your heart. Let's talk about questions. What is this? Who is that? Where is the shop? When is your birthday? Why are you sad? How are you today? These are question words. What, who, where, when, why, how. You can use them to start a question. Then add a simple sentence. What is your name? Who is your teacher? Where do you live? When do you sleep? Why are you happy? How do you learn English? These are great questions to practice. You can answer them or ask them. Now let's talk about clothes. I wear a shirt. I wear pants. I wear shoes. I wear socks. I wear a jacket. I wear a scarf. My clothes are clean. My clothes are soft. I fold my clothes. I put them in the cupboard. I choose what to wear. I wear white on. I wear blue on Monday. I like simple clothes. I feel good in them. All these words help you talk about your daily life. You are building English. You are building confidence. And most important, you are building yourself. Let's now talk about simple things around us. I see a tree. I see a bird. I see the sky. I see a car. I see a road. I see a flower. I see a house. I see a shop. I see people. I see a child. I hear a sound. I hear music. I hear the wind. I hear someone talk. I hear a car horn. I hear a dog bark. I smell food. I smell tea. I smell flowers. I smell something sweet. I touch the wall. I touch my phone. I touch the table. I feel the wind. I feel the sun. I feel the cold. All these things are around you, and you can talk about them in English. You can say, I see a bird on the wall. I hear music from the window. I feel the wind on my face. I smell food from the kitchen. These are good sentences. They are simple. They are real. Now let's talk about actions again. I open my book. I close my book. I start reading. I finish reading. I write my name. I write a sentence. I erase a word. I draw a star. I color the picture. I underline the word. These are classroom actions. You can use them when you study. You can say, I write every day. I read before sleep. I listen to English in the morning. I repeat new words. I try to remember. I try to speak. I keep learning, even when it's slow. Let's talk about home now. I live in a house. My house is small. My house is clean. My house has 2 rooms. My house has 1 kitchen. My house has a bathroom. I like my house. It is quiet. It is warm. I feel safe here. I clean the floor. I wash the clothes. I make the bed. I help my mother. I open the window. I water the plants. I sweep the room. I keep things in place. I light a candle. I sit and rest. I drink tea on the floor. I enjoy my home. You can talk about your home like this. Just use simple words. Let's now talk about health. I feel sick. I have a fever. I have a cough. I have a cold. I feel weak. I need rest. I drink warm water. I take medicine. I sleep early. I eat light food. I feel better today. I am strong again. I go to the doctor. The doctor checks me. The doctor gives me medicine. I say thank you. I take care of myself. I stay warm. I stay calm. I don't worry. I get well soon. These are good sentences. Health is important and you can speak about it too. Now, let's talk about seasons. There are 4 seasons: spring, summer, autumn, winter. I like spring. The flowers grow. The air is fresh. I like summer. It is hot. I wear light clothes. I eat cold food. I drink juice. I like autumn. The leaves fall. The wind blows. It is cool. I like winter. It is cold. I wear warm clothes. I drink hot tea. I sit near the heater. I stay inside. I like all seasons. Each one is different. Each one is special. You can speak about the season now. What season is it today? You can say it is winter. It is cold. I wear a jacket. I drink tea. I stay inside. Or you can say it is summer. It is hot. I wear a cap. I drink water. I walk in the evening. These sentences help you talk about your world. Let's now talk about numbers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I count my books. I have 5 books. I count my pens. I have 3 pens. I count my shoes. I have 2 pairs. I count the chairs. I see 4 chairs. I see 4 chairs. Counting is simple. You can use it anywhere. At home, in school, in the shop. You can say I want 2 apples. I need 1 notebook. Please give me 3 bananas. These are useful speaking sentences. Let's now talk about time again. Morning, afternoon, evening, night. I wake up in the morning. I study in the afternoon. I relax in the evening. I sleep at night. These are easy to say. You can add time words. Today, tomorrow, yesterday. I studied yesterday. I will study tomorrow. I am studying today. I ate rice yesterday. I will eat bread tomorrow. I am eating fruit today. These are daily words, and you can use them in real life. Let's now talk about days of the week. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I go to school on Monday. I go to work on Tuesday. I visit my friend on Wednesday. I rest on Thursday. I go to the mosque on Friday. I go shopping on Saturday. I clean the house on Sunday. You can make your own sentences. Just say what you do on each day. That will help your memory and your speech. Let's talk about hobbies. I like reading. I like writing. I like drawing. I like cooking. I like walking. I like singing. I like dancing. I like playing games. I like watching movies. I like listening to music. These are all good hobbies. You can say, I read books in the evening. I draw pictures on page paper. I cook rice on Sunday. I walk in the morning. I listen to music when I study. These are true for many people. You can use them to... Let's talk about feelings again. I feel bored. I feel tired. I feel sleepy. I feel excited. I feel strong. I feel better. I feel peaceful. I feel quiet. These words are part of life. You can say, I feel sleepy in the afternoon. I feel excited for tomorrow. I feel peaceful at night. These feelings make good sentences and they help you speak with heart. Now, let's talk about the calendar. What month is it? It is January. It is February. It is March. It is April. It is May. It is June. It is July. It is August. It is September. It is October. It is November. It is December. You can say, my birthday is in March. School starts in August. It is hot in June. It is cold in December. These are easy and useful sentences. Let's also talk about the date. Today is Monday. Today is July 1st. Today is a good day. Tomorrow is Tuesday. Yesterday was Sunday. These are helpful time sentences. You can use them in writing. You can use them in speaking. Now, let's talk about celebrations. I celebrate my birthday. I eat cake. I wear new clothes. I meet my friends. I get gifts. I say thank you. I celebrate Eid. I visit my family. I pray. I eat with my family. I wear new clothes. I feel happy. I celebrate with love. I celebrate with peace. These are part of life. You can talk about your holidays, your special days, your favorite times. Just use easy words. Use short sentences and speak slowly. I wanted to speak English. I wanted to speak well, so I made a plan. I said, I will speak every day. I opened my mouth. I said one sentence. I said, good morning. It was easy. Then I said, how are you? That was sentence 2. I smiled. I said, I am fine. That was number 3. I said, nice to meet you. That was number 4. Slowly I learned 5, 10, and 20 sentences. I said them again and again. I didn't wait. I didn't stop. I just said them. I spoke in the morning. I spoke in the evening. I spoke when I was alone. I spoke when I was walking. I said, I am happy. I said, this is my bag. I said, the sky is blue. I said, I like apples. Every small sentence helped me. Every word gave me power. I made a small notebook. I wrote all the sentences. I read them again and again. I didn't forget them. I kept them in my head. When I had time, I said them. I said, this is my pen. I said, she is my friend. I said, I am learning English. I said, I can speak now. I didn't need grammar. I didn't need rules. I just needed the sentence. I needed the voice. I needed the sound. I needed to repeat. I needed to feel the words, and slowly I started to feel English. One day I met a tourist. He said, hello. I said, hello. He said, how are you? I said, I'm good, thank you. I was happy. I was proud I could talk. I didn't stop. I said, where are you from? He said, I'm from Canada. I said, oh, nice to meet you. He smiled. He said, nice to meet you too. We talked more. He asked, do you speak English? I said, yes, I'm learning English every day. I said, I practice with sentences. He said, that's great. I was so happy. I said, I can speak. I can talk. Every sentence became my friend. Every line gave me power. I said, this is my house. I said, I go to school. I said, I eat rice. I said, the cat is sleeping. Simple words, small words, but powerful. I spoke to my mirror. I spoke to myself. I said, you can do it. I said, don't stop. I said, keep going. I didn't wait for perfect English. I didn't wait for grammar books. I just made e-bite sentences and I used them. One day I went to the shop. I said, I want 1 apple. The man said, here you go. I said, thank you. I felt strong. I felt big. I felt ready. I said, how much is it? He said, $1. I said, okay, here is $1. I smiled. He smiled. I spoke English. Just a few sentences, but they worked. They helped me. I added new ones. I said, I am learning slowly. I said, English is fun. I said, I am not perfect. I said, but I try. I said, every day I speak. I said, I don't give up. I said, I repeat many times. I said, I listen and speak. I said, I speak with love. I said, I speak with care. These words became part of me. They became my English. I made a list. I made it simple. Just e-bite sentences. I didn't need big grammar. I just needed e-bet, small things I can say. I started with you, then I made it oursers, then I made it woosers, then I said, now I will learn e-bet. I said, this is easy. I said, this is fun. I said, I can do this. I spoke at my sister spoke to my English listener. I said, let's talk in English. She said, okay. I said, what are you doing? She said, I am reading. I said, oh, nice. I said, I like books too. She smiled. She said, you speak well. I said, thank you. My heart felt warm. My mouth felt strong. I said, I want to speak more. She said, let's speak again tomorrow. I said, sure. English was not far. English was close. It was in my mouth. It was in my ears. It was in my hands. It was in my life. I saw English on signs. I saw English on the phone. I saw English on TV. I read it. I said it. I used my EBT sentences. They helped me understand. They helped me answer. They helped me ask. I was growing. I was rising. I didn't feel shy. I didn't feel scared. I said, this is my time. I said, this is my journey. I said, this is my English. I didn't need to be fast. I didn't need to be smart. I just needed to say one sentence, then one more. Then again, that was the magic. That was the power. I kept going verse and third. 4. I said, can you help me? I said, yes. Where is the station? I said, I want to go home. I said, I like this song. I said, he is a good man. I said, she is my teacher. I said, I want to learn. I said, please speak slowly. I said, can you say that again? I said, I understand now. These were my friends. These were my tools. I didn't need more. I kept a card in my pocket. It had short sentences. Every day I read them. On the bus, on the road, at school, at home, I whispered them. I sang them. I spoke them. I lived them, and they lived in me. They were my voice. They were my light. One day my teacher said, you speak better now. I said, thank you, teacher. He said, what is your secret? I said, EBET sentences. He smiled. He said, good idea. I said, simple and strong. He said, keep it up. I said, I will. And I really did.